Whether you're still in film school or an experienced director, determining the blocking of a scene can be one of the most intimidating and frustrating aspects of directing. Blocking isn't only about working out sight lines and stage movement, it also determines where you want your audience to look and how you want them to emotionally engage with the scene. From your very first shot to the last time you yell "cut" during a shoot, blocking should be at the forefront of your mind as a director. Hang on till the end of this video because I'm going to explain everything you need to know about blocking a scene, and I'll include 5 tips to do that so you can properly shoot your next film or video project. Hi, I'm Jim Costa. I'm a full-time working photographer, video producer, video editor, and technology pro. I want to get going on the topic quickly, but do stick around to the end of this video because I'll tell you about some freebies and training courses that I offer to improve your photography, video production, and filmmaking work and help grow your business through earned media exposure. If you like what you see, smash that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video each and every Wednesday. And remember, I do welcome your comments, questions, and more on all of my videos. So, what does it mean to block a scene? The term blocking is thought to come from a practice of 19th century Victorian drama when theater directors, such as Gilbert and Sullivan, would plan their productions by first creating a miniature stage model. Then the two of them would use thin blocks of wood to represent the actors and the resulting stage pictures and what it looked like. Today, the term has evolved to mean working with performers to figure out the actors' movements, body positions, and body language in a scene. In cinema, the blocking process also involves working out the camera positions and the camera's movements, and can impact the lighting design, the set design, the sound, and more. It is thus an essential part of the planning process during pre-production. What should you consider when blocking a scene? Blocking can be an art unto itself, and is similar in many ways to the choreography of a dance. What are the characters actually doing in the scene? How can their motions embody the text that's written in the script? The movements of the actors can be crafted during the rehearsal process in artful ways that reveal additional subtext in the dialogue, as well as reflect the relationships between characters, direct the focus of the viewer, and create effective compositions for the camera. So here are my 5 tips for blocking a scene. When it comes to blocking a scene, the possibilities can feel endless. There are a seemingly infinite number of ways to move your camera and to stage your actors, and it's easy to become overwhelmed and paralyzed by all the potential options. These tips will help make the task feel more manageable and help you to achieve what you want out of a scene. Tip number 1 is to plan in advance. It can be tempting to try to block a whole scene on the fly when you're shooting, but effective staging of a scene takes time and planning. Constructing shot lists and storyboards will help you to work out your actors' positions and camera angles in advance so you can go into your shoot day with a clear plan. This is especially important if you're a first-time director working without a big Hollywood budget, as having a clear plan for your first scene can make the shoot day quicker and more efficient. Tip number 2 is to let your actions inform your blocking. The process of blocking is essentially an act of choreography where every action is motivated by something the characters think, feel, want, or need. Begin by talking to your actors about each character's motivations and feelings. Next, use blocking rehearsals to work out the character's movement through space and concurrently experiment with the placement and framing of the camera in relation to the performers. Number 3 is the scene should inform camera placement. Motion picture blocking is an act of composition where appropriate frames and camera angles are chosen so as to accentuate the emotional theme of the story. You therefore need to focus on the positioning of actors as well as the camera in relation to those actors. The framing for a shot of a character crying out, "I do not belong here," may need to be rendered in close-ups, medium shots, or wide shots, depending upon whether the character is pleading directly to another character or shouting to the heavens for dramatic effect. The process will involve considerable give and take, leading to adjustments in cinematography, the actor's body positions, and blocking to better fit the framing of the shot, and as such, better tell your story. Number 4 is give actors business during the scenes. Screenwriters have to cover a lot of emotional ground in a scene when they write it, so it's a good idea to give your actors something for their character to do. If they stay too focused on the other actors throughout a scene, it can often cause the screenwriting to feel unrealistic and in fact seem scripted. One way to avoid this is to give the actors some business or something to do while they're saying their lines. If normal life is happening during a scene, it will be more honest and more human and frankly more realistic because people often talk to one another at the same time as they're doing something else. Number 5 is remain open to adjustments. It's helpful to have a plan, but try to maintain flexibility and openness to your team's instincts and allow for unexpected discoveries at the time that you're shooting. Helpful blocking notes for the next scene can come from a variety of sources. As actors grow more familiar with their characters' inner life, for example, the blocking for your scene will likely change and evolve. Sometimes the slightest adjustment in stage directions, such as moving an actor slightly upstage, downstage, stage left or stage right, for example, can have a major impact on the visual storytelling in the scene. And quite frankly, some of the best scenes in film happen from ad-libbing live while you're shooting, so you never know. You want to be flexible and allow that to happen. Now, if this is making sense to you, but I've got it in the comments section below. My question of the day is, what did you have the most trouble with when directing your last project? Leave a comment below and let us know. If you found the information in this video useful, I'd like to hear about it from you. If you liked it and want to see more videos like this, then follow my YouTube channel, Jim Costa Films. If you think what you saw was great, please do like it. If you have an opinion, feel free to comment below. If you know someone who could benefit from the info that I provided, please share the video. You can connect with me and my company, Jim Costa Films, on social media and online, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and the web by searching for Jim Costa Films. In fact, I currently have over 4,500 videos on my YouTube channel, Jim Costa Films, so feel free to check out many of my other videos for great tips and suggestions. Thank you for sticking around this long. I mentioned at the beginning about some freebies and training. As a professional video producer and photographer, I've created an absolutely free cheat sheet for you on all the best camera settings to shoot with your DSLR, mirrorless, or video camera that will show you the settings that will allow your photos, and particularly your videos, to shine and stand out from the competition. The link to get that cheat sheet is just below in the video description. Best of all, my cheat sheet specializes in shooting video with any type of camera. In it, you'll find all the info you need on important video techniques, such as white balance, color temperature, frame rates, and more. I've also created an editing training course for Adobe Premiere Pro. My Quick Start training is designed to get you up and editing video in under 2 hours and includes over 100 tips, tricks, and keyboard shortcuts for video editors that get you started in the program and makes your workflow go much faster. Now, I'm also affiliated with Christina Nicholson, a fellow media veteran like myself who helps businesses and entrepreneurs reach tons of their ideal customers or clients through the power of media without spending a fortune on advertising. I've worked with Christina and used her advice and training successfully, so I know from firsthand experience that it works great. The program Christina and I are now offering is called the Media Mentoring Program, and it will help you to take advantage of mainstream media so you can stand out from the competition, because that's not something everyone has access to. Best of all, unlike paid ads and sponsorships, you can gain lots of exposure and credibility to become the go-to brand everyone talks about and wants to do business with without spending a fortune on advertising, because the program is geared to get you free advertising for your business. I'll link to those cheat sheets and training courses in the description below as well. There's videos on both courses that will give you an overview of how they can help you, as well as links to get more information. You can help to support my channel by purchasing my training courses, requesting my free downloads, or by hiring me to shoot and edit for you. Remember, I've also done other videos on filmmaking and video production, and I'll link to those in the description below as well. Finally, if you follow me for a while now, you know that I have a private community of photographers, videographers, and filmmakers, just like you on Facebook, where I share other pro tips and tricks. It's called Video Producers and Content Creators. I love new members who want to share their work, learn from others, and also help others based on their own skills and experiences. The group is private and only for people in the filmmaking, video production, and photography industries that I work in myself. It's not a public group like my business Facebook page that I talked about earlier. That's public and anyone can see that. You'll find a link to that group in the description below, so feel free to join it where you can learn even more.